I think supA, we're ready to go. Are you ready?
I have 2 clients in the server. I will be watching both POVs, and I'm pretty much ready to go. Do you want me to do play-by-play? How should we do this, Nin? You're the boss.
What do you mean? Sorry.
You want me to just scream all the time?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
happy to scream.
Yeah, man.
I love to scream.
Just go for it. Go for it.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So we are here, boys. It is the finals of Division 1. It is Templar on your left-hand side, Feared 5 Nightwolf representing the Feared clan on the right-hand side, and both players underway, and we're seeing right away, Nin, that speed from Nightwolf, what we'd be expecting to at this point, right?
Yeah, spot on. You know, Mads really, he is keeping up just a little bit here. He's only a second or two behind, but yeah, Nightwolf just already flying into the map.
Absolutely flying, and you know, I don't expect to see him let down on this pace anytime soon. Maybe after the first cap, when he realizes what his lead is, he'll probably tone it down a little bit. But I think for this first run, we will be expecting at least a sub-2, I think, from Nightwolf.
Yeah, spot on. We've seen some mistakes here already from Mads. Actually, he failed in the lift jump sequence area there, and you know, in a match of this caliber, that's going to be huge, a huge time loss, especially against a player like Nightwolf. Yeah, big lead here for Nightwolf.
And the one thing that you really want to do if you're playing someone like a Nightwolf, which I failed to do in my match, but you need to put that pressure on him. You need to be capping at least just behind him, as close as you can, but getting those caps in right after, because that's when you know, when you're playing, you know that you can't slow down, you can't take it easy, you have to keep at this pace. And I think, yeah, I don't know, Mads is quite far behind already. Feared 5 already approaching pretty much the flag. And Mads taking the first death there.
Goodness
I'm going to rely on you for the instant replay.
Yeah,
Let me know what happened.
Yeah, doing the instant replay. So Mads hits the button for the wall, but he can't dodge from the ramp. He gets stuck on the ramp and just falls into the lava supA.
Huge death, uncharacteristic from the Lithuanian who's living in the UK. Nightwolf, first cap here, 158.3. That is huge. 158 is a ridiculous time. I mean, for a cup run, smashing out a 158 on your first run, that's setting a statement. Mads taking the first death, and it's a huge advantage here for Nightwolf in the first map.
Yeah, huge statement, but you know, first map was picked by Mads as well, you know. So I just can't believe what I'm seeing from Nightwolf at the moment, supA. This guy's like flicking his mouse all over the place and just going for these insane like front flip swivels. He just looks so good at the moment. What the hell?
This is how he plays. He's spent tens of thousands of hours on this game, and you can see it in the way he plays. He's just one level above everyone else, and when he's stable as well, there is nothing you can do against this guy. I mean, I set up a spreadsheet against him. What maps can I beat him on? There was not a single one on there that I could say confidently that, yeah, that's a good map pick. And Indifferent was definitely at the bottom end of that list. He is just an absolute beast on this map.
Yeah, I mean, Indifferent, you know, is one of the newest maps. Oh, and goodness me, it's another death supA. Did you catch it?
I caught half of it, but play the replay. I mean, Mads, again, I think it might have been in the same part of the map there.
Oh my word. I'm just watching it on the replay. It was the same part of the map. He makes it a bit further. He comes to the shot lift jump, and for some reason, the platform is up. You land on the lava platform and it's down. It was up.
Interesting stuff. I didn't catch it. Wish I had the instant replay. I could and analyze that. But we'll take a look after the match. While Nightwolf already going in for a second cap. Mads hasn't even got on the board yet, and this is his own map pick. I mean, what's going to happen on Nightwolf's map picks?
Yeah, I mean, and BT-Awash coming up, you know, again, really surprised that Mads didn't eliminate that one. And yeah, like, we've seen Nightwolf just crush out some absolutely insane times against you on that map, supA as well. And yeah, it's really not looking good for Mads on this first map.
Absolutely not. Yeah, this for me was a surprise pick. I think maybe it's a surprise for me because I just know so much about Nightwolf, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what he's really good at. And I don't... But the thing is that Nightwolf played this earlier. Nightwolf taking his first death there in the lasers. Looks like he took a little bit too long there and walked over the lasers and takes his first death. Inconsequential, really, but first bit of instability from Nightwolf's side.
Yeah, he misses the jump to get out of the water and then slides on a rock, and then by the time he's recovered, the electricity's come back and it zaps him.
Yeah, I mean, early death there. It's probably not going to face him too much. But I guess a sign that, Nightwolf is human. He can make mistakes. And those are the things that Mads needs to be capitalizing on. Like a death there probably cost him 10, 15 seconds. If Mads was 5 seconds slower per run, he'd be ahead right now. So, this is where we would expect Mads to be stable, to not have those 2 deaths, what he did earlier in the map, and be taking the lead here. 159.8, very respectable time there from Mads. And Nightwolf taking another death there.
Oh.
Still 2-1, but any more of those deaths from Nightwolf's side, especially later on in the map, is going to open the door right up for Mads.
Just watching on the replay, Nightwolf dodges onto the box, but misses the side dodge from the box. I think we saw something similar happen in one of the earlier matches today. And to be honest, supA, watching players run off obstacles without performing the jump or the dodge has been so common in the matches today. And we've just seen Nightwolf do it.
It's a very natural thing to happen in a cup, I believe. I mean, it happens to me. I think we saw it on Rook a couple of times when I was playing. It's such an easy thing to do. You want to play it extra safe. You go for that extra long jump just so you don't, under jump it. And then you just, your timing's off. You're not in the regular groove that you expect to be in. And you just wait that split second too long. You just walk off the edge and turns the tables.
Yeah, and Mads could start to see a way back into this match, because although he is very far behind, he's starting to get the sense now that Nightwolf is feeling the nerves. And Nightwolf will be feeling that as well, of course. And, but the place that Nightwolf is in now, you don't see too many deaths at this point. We did see one from Mads, though. So Nightwolf should close this out now, but you never know.
Yeah, I would expect to see a death from Nightwolf anytime from this point on in the map. Maybe at the slopes coming up, you can sometimes get wall glitched. Weird shit can happen to you. Looking good, this jump around takes it. Oh, Kevin! Nightwolf! Huge mistake there. Rushing too quick. Mads is in the flag room. Nightwolf is just starting his run. Still advantage Nightwolf, but Mads is going to tie it up here, and we've got a game on our hands, Nin.
Oh my word. Yeah, just looked at that on
Mads
the replay.
missing the short. Mads missing the shortcut. He goes for the shortcut to try and make some time up, and he's going to have to redo that whole sequence room. It's going to cost him about 10-15 seconds. I don't know if that was the play from Mads there.
Yeah, no, he needed to just get the cap on and put the pressure on Nightwolf, especially at this first stage of this map. Because the first stage of this map is death zone. That's where we see most players die and rack up their death count, so he had to get the cap on the board. It would have been an awesome play if he made the shortcut there, but that's really going to cost Mads. He's losing a bit of the momentum here now.
I mean, he is losing the momentum, Nin, but one thing is that Feared 5 has taken 3 deaths, I believe, at this point into this match. One of them super late, and all of that advantage that he had, that 2 cap advantage, has gone down the toilet. And, how is he feeling right now? I'm sure he's shaking. If I could be in his room right now, sounds a little bit weird, but I would expect that his hands and his heart are probably going at around 200 beats per minute.
Yeah, look, and some of the deaths, like the nature of the deaths that we've seen from him as well, that I don't know if he caught how he died at the end there, but he jumped around the box and landed on the slope rather than on the flat land and fell off because he wasn't anticipating it. And that's just, it's such a nervy death that we saw from him. And but he'll know he's got a good lead here. So
yeah, approaching it again here, Nin, and let's see this time. I'm sure he's going to take it slower. He does. He's learnt his lesson. That's an adjustment I would have liked to see on the third run there. You don't have to set a statement time every time. You just need to get that cap in at this point. If you're rushing against your opponent, can kind of understand that mistake. But yeah, I mean, this time learning his lesson, and unless he does something miraculous here, it's going to be first map going to Nightwolf.
Yeah, wow. What a game. Goodness me. 3-2 going to Nightwolf on Mads's first pick. Indifferent.
Absolutely insane. And yeah, I mean, Mads definitely could have taken that one. In an alternate universe where he doesn't take those couple of deaths, that's where Mads performs. And, we expect Mads to basically take advantage of those situations, and he did not this game or this map. He's going to have to change that going forward. The door was open for him there. Nightwolf was not flawless, and if he wants any chance to win this grand final, he can't let those opportunities slip.
Just want to let you know, supA, that Radson in the chat calling you out on your comment that his hands are going at 200 beats per minute. Love that quote. And
I think that's pretty accurate. I think his heart and his hands are both going at 200. I mean, you look at the guy dodge. He's probably 200 WPM, probably shaming some of the Dota players with how he dodges. So, yeah, I did misspeak, but it's probably true as well. Give me a break. It's been a couple of days since I streamed.
And
I guess.
I'm just watching this replay back again of that late night Nightwolf death, and it looks so weird. He kind of just jumped into the slope there, and yeah, not something he'll want to see again. But at least he manages to clutch out that map victory, though.
Could be a tactical attempt to get highlight of the cup, extra €100. That could get you a stick of 32 gigabytes of DDR4 these days. But I don't think that's going to cut it in. I think we've had some better replays to show from today. That one, kind of a B tier. But no, in all seriousness, first signs of nerves from Nightwolf. But we're moving to his home first map pick here, which is going to be Awash.
Yeah, indeed. Made by Koshian, shortest map in the Division 1 map pool, I believe. And yeah, this map is all about speed. It's relentless. And yeah, I think this one is probably in Nightwolf's favor. We'll soon find out. Are you ready to go, supA?
I am. And one thing to note in this map, there is a discrepancy with one of the shots. The red team is the favorable team to be on for this map. But, Nightwolf picked this against me, and he said, I don't care about color. That's how confident he is. Wow. He's got a 1 minute point 6 or 1 minute point 7 on iFit Games as his world record. Absolutely insane time. Probably can do close to a minute flat on here. And he is a speedy demon on here. But that being said, a couple of places to die here. I think the most notable one, other than getting a random jump in the next part of the map, is the back and forth. Where you have to press the buttons and dodge back and forth between that room. Quite a scary room, that one. We'll see how Nightwolf and Mads both approach it, with Nightwolf taking a very small lead here, 30 seconds into the map.
Yeah, as you would expect from Nightwolf, any map which is all about speed, Nightwolf is going to have the upper hand for sure, and he's just flying.
What? I don't know if I just saw something next level, or I don't know. I think BT's getting to my brain, but yeah. Nightwolf making it through this double sequence or triple sequence room. Mads as well. Nightwolf going to get his first cap in, but I think it's going to be insane time. What is this? What is that? He definitely did do something. He found some hacks that he saved for the grand finals. I knew that my mind was blown. He's done a minute flat. He's done world record.
Wow.
Nightwolf, he found some hack where he can shoot through the roof, I think. What the hell was that?
That's a world record in the Division 1 grand final.
That's world rec. I don't think Pern is going to be allowing that on iFit Games, so I think it's unlegit, as Pern would say. But that was faster than the iFit Games time. What the hell did I just watch?
Let's watch it again. I didn't catch it on the replay. I also did a bit of a double take when he did that, but I thought my eyes tricked me as well. Let's see what he does. He's coming up to that section again.
Yeah. He just you can shoot oh my god, you can shoot the target through the wall, the radius. That is excellent map knowledge there by Feared5. I didn't even know about that. That's something he's kept from me. Now it explains why he's so confident on this map. What a huge brain there by Feared5. Absolutely great stuff.
Holy crap, that is a statement of intent. And beating it by a tenth of a second there, that's a 59.9 cap time there. Mads doesn't know where he's going.
Mads is... I'd be flustered too. If I see my console show up with a 59 second on Awash, I'm checking the logs. I'm checking BT anti-cheat. I'm checking ASH. Bring all the anti-cheats here, because that is absolutely insane stuff. And when you have a shortcut like that, I mean, it saves about 3-4 seconds. So that is absolutely huge. And, all credit to the guy finding that, keeping it a secret, and using it in the grand finals when you got there. I mean, I have been outbrained.
But he doesn't go for it on this run. I actually wanted to save a replay of this, and we actually have a death there from Mads as well, which I didn't catch. I was just focusing on Nightwolf here, but he didn't go for it, so I wonder if it's a risky strat or not. Maybe it takes a very precise shot there. But
I
yeah,
don't think so. I think I mean, it should just be a simple shot on the wall. And Nightwolf, feared 5, is going to be taking his own map, and that is the greatest thing I've ever seen in BT, Nin. I mean, saving something like that, all respect to the dude. No one else knows about that. I'm pretty sure maybe Dylan Bro is the only one he shared that information about. That is insane. My mind is absolutely blown.
yeah, like, so I'm speechless. Like, seriously, we both thought something weird happened there. We confirmed it on the second run. Mads hasn't made a comment at all, but even so, right, 2 deaths from Mads in the end versus Nightwolf, and it's even if Nightwolf hadn't uh, hadn't shared it, then hadn't done that trick, I think he would have won anyway.
Absolutely. Commanding performance from Nightwolf on this map. Yeah, I think he takes it regardless, but, showing those kind of tricks, this is what I was waiting for. I was expecting a lot more of these kind of hacky tricks around the place. Definitely didn't see many, but that was ridiculous. I mean, all credit to the guy. And he's taken a 2-0 lead in the grand finals and looking very commanding, Nin.
Yeah, but it's difficult to come up against a supA prediction, the ballsy 4-0. Your predictions have been pretty much on point throughout this competition, supA, but I did call the 4-2, and Mads has got still the opportunity to make that happen, and we're coming into Flagrant now. Flagrant, in my opinion, the hardest map in the Division 1 map pool. I know that opinion varies from player to player, but this is one hell of a tough map, and I think Mads is going to be banking on a couple of late deaths here from Nightwolf.
I mean, yeah, the only place you can late die here, though, unfortunately, probably for Mads, is the lift jump room. And I'm guessing Nightwolf probably has a nice safe strat here. For me, it's going to come down to that plank dodge. I think Nightwolf is pretty consistent there. I'm not sure about Mads. I still think this is going to be fairly in the favor of Nightwolf, but Mads, he could pull it out. I think this is his one map where he might have some sort of, I guess, decent chance of taking it from him.
Well, we're jumping straight into it, supA. I've given these guys the go-ahead. There's so much energy behind this, and here we go.
My body is ready, and for everyone in chat, these guys are playing for 1,000 euros in cash. Not really cash, it'll be sent by PayPal, but 1,000 euros. This is a huge match here, and Nightwolf taking just a slight lead here on Flagrant. Third map so far, but missing the dodge and giving that lead. Ooh, a little bit of hesitation there from Nightwolf is going to give Mads a bit of an early lead here, but not too much of a lead that I wouldn't expect Nightwolf to be able to regain over the map.
Yeah, indeed, and look, this is where we're going to see the real test for Nightwolf, because okay, he's got the momentum, he's got 2 map wins under his belt, but you have to win 4, as we all know, and he hasn't done the job yet, and he's already falling behind quite a bit here, and I can confirm that I think about 5 minutes ago, Steve, we had 130 viewers on the stream, all watching these guys battle it out for that €1,000 prize pool. But Mads is storming ahead on this map so far.
Yeah, Flagrant, like I said when they did their picks, this is a really good pick. I prefer it much more over Indifferent. This is just one of those maps, and we see Mads at the plank here, missing it twice, and this is what I'm talking about, this invariability. Nightwolf missing it, Mads missing it, Mads missing again, Nightwolf missing it again, Mads misses again, Nightwolf misses it again, Mads misses, Nightwolf misses it again, and this is Div 1 Grand Finals, boys. Kevin finally makes it up. Mads, after about 15 attempts, finally gets there, and that's what I was saying. This is the make or break section of the map, really, Nin. If you can get past that in one shot, then you're looking golden. But when you start struggling there, it hits your nerves. And yeah, I mean, Nightwolf managed to take the lead there just based on that one room obstacle.
And neither of these players will know yet. And here we go, coming into the clutch room. Can't see a thing, but Nightwolf makes it. Mads makes it, no problem.
Yeah,
And
Nightwolf using a shot technique there, timing his jump with the shots from his gun. Mad's going the more traditional, just lining it up using the roof as a reference. Both ways work, but I think the shooting method is a little bit safer. But here we go, both players heading towards the flag room. Nightwolf's going to be picking up the flag, and I think he's probably pretty surprised here after how much he failed in that room that he's actually in front.
yeah, and Mads really struggled in the lift jumps room just before that flag room as well, which increased Nightwolf's lead even more. But he is going to get a cap on the board, and it will put pressure back onto Nightwolf.
And that's exactly what he needs to do, but that's not what he needs to do. A spawn room death there from Mads. Not going to set him back too much, but yeah, I mean, he got the cap in, what, 15 seconds after Nightwolf, 10, 15 seconds after Nightwolf. And, you know, he needs to keep that pressure on. We saw both players failing at that dodge, and it can happen again, and there's another run after this as well, so this is not over yet.
Very minor mistake there from Nightwolf, just missing the lift jump, but the lift is ready for him, catches him on his fall. So, it's a death from Templar, Mads himself, and another early death.
You can't afford that. I mean, people say this map is a difficult map, but not. In my opinion, this is one of the easier maps in Div 1. There's really two rooms. I mean, the spawn room, as long as you can get out the spawn, like first section of the map, and then the lift jumps. Those are the only real punishing parts of this map. The rest of it is just a formality, and you need to stay alive here. If you want to beat Nightwolf, you need to stay alive, and let's see him on the dodge here.
Yeah, no, indeed, you have to stay alive to put that pressure on. It's something I learned in my match against Kleps. You know, I wanted to put pressure on Kleps in that lift jumps room at the end, but if you can't keep the stability, then you don't put the pressure on and they'll make it no problem. And here we go, Nightwolf is approaching that same room again now.
And I think this is just the Nightwolf effect, you know. When I played him, I had ridiculous deaths as well, like uncharacteristic deaths of what I'd expect from myself. And, you know, I think this is even surprising Mads that, you know, a stable player of his quality taking this many deaths. I mean, he hasn't taken that many, but he's taken a few, and that's already, you know, exceeding what we would expect from him. So, you know, once you know you're against someone who's much quicker, who's just stable as all hell, then it leads you into making those mistakes. And I made those exact same mistakes against Nightwolf that I probably wouldn't have made against another player.
And Nightwolf is just storming through this. We've got a 2-11 from him. What do you think of that?
11. I love a 2-11. One of my favorite times that you can get in a BT map, and love to see Nightwolf pulling it out there. Pretty nice time on Flagrant. I did a 207, I believe, against Pal. So still room to be desired in terms of record speed. But as long as you don't have any tricks like a wash, then I guess he's probably not going to beat that. Just going slow and stable. Maybe he'll put a statement cap here as Mads takes a death in the lift jump room. The one room that we talk about where you can die and it's laid on. And Nightwolf here with a huge advantage. I have a feeling that Nightwolf is going to rush his ass off here just to set a statement with a sick time.
Just looking at that again, and yeah, Mads dodging too early there on the left. I know how that feels only too well, I'm afraid, for Mads. And yeah, it's when you're up against just this kind of opposition, this dominating display, you just lose your nerve and you start to doubt yourself, and you need to not be doubting yourself in that lift jump room. And yeah, I don't think we're going to get that fast time, unfortunately, from Nightwolf. He has missed the button there, so we're going to see a bit more substandard time from him. Meanwhile, Mads just really struggling right now, and we've seen already 7 deaths from him. If he can get one more death, he'll be coming in with more than I was on this map, and I'll take that any day.
Yeah, I mean, something to take away from this Cup2021. We'll get your trophy made for that achievement. But yeah, I mean, just an absolutely dominating performance from Nightwolf. But we can't say it was flawless. There were parts where he opened the door once again for Mads. And I think it's just the same old story, you know. If he stayed alive, if he managed to keep that stability, he would be putting a lot of pressure on here. While at the moment, I think Nightwolf, he's just in his comfort zone right now. He is looking so comfortable here. Very minor slip-ups. Things that, you know, don't really defy games. And yeah, it looks very set here. Unless something ridiculous happens, he's going to be taking a 3-0 lead in this grand final. And match point going for the full sweep, and Mads is going to have to reverse sweep him here.
I'm so goddamn impressed by what I'm seeing from Nightwolf at the moment, supA. You called it, you know, the 4-0. We're at 3-0 right now, and it's just unbelievable what we're seeing from Nightwolf at the moment. It's just watching his approach to some obstacles and some jumps. You can just see he's rinsing and repeating a routine right now, a very well-oiled, well-practiced routine, and he's just making it look so easy. 0 deaths from Nightwolf with a time of 2:11, and you know, seven from Templar, 7 deaths there. But at least he's got a cap in, you know, and he's doing everything he can to stay in this match.
One thing that Nightwolf's performance really reminds me of is a player like Spies. I know there's a lot of chat around about, you know, whether he cheated or not or his history, but when it came to cup games, Spies was absolutely mental. He played exactly like Nightwolf is playing right now, having that speed and that ridiculous stability, keeping your nerves under control. And those type of players are really, really hard to beat unless you're faster and more stable, which, you know, comparing to someone like Nightwolf, I don't think there's anyone out there. Honestly, this guy is on another level in this game, and he is on match point here. He has to lose 4 maps in a row if Mads wants any chance to take this. He is playing for €1,000 here on BioShock. Second place is going to be picking up 420 Blazer, but it looks like a new computer is coming into the hands of Nightwolf. Yeah, getting into that final map.
Yeah, look, with these two players, you know, we can't call it too soon. We've seen Mads make an incredible comeback in these playoffs so far. I still think he's got what it takes, but to be honest, I'm starting to lose hope for him just because of what we're seeing from Nightwolf at the moment. This is just an unbelievable display from the guy. He's bringing his best BT into this grand final. I've never seen the guy play so good in the groups or in his previous matches this weekend. What a performance.
Absolutely. And the sad thing for Mads is I know he has some tricks up his sleeve on this map as well. He showed me before the bronze final match in case I needed something against Bunny. So he has got some ridiculous stuff up his sleeve. You know, just the dedication. The guy puts in the hours into this game, and he's just got that natural talent. He is an absolute beast. And you know, this is it. This is match point. This could be the final map of the BT Cup 2021. Templar, Mads already taking the first death there. Advantage right into Feared 5's hands right off the bat.
And that will give everything Nightwolf needs, you know. You know, match point is when you feel nerves, you know, all the time. You see it in all sports, in all competitions, and he's just been given a death within the first 3 seconds there, and he's going to be going, okay, this is my game now, I can do this. And
absolutely,
yeah,
that's going to be his mindset right now. He knows that he can just do 3 standard runs here, like 3 standard Nightwolf runs, and he easily takes this win here. There is no way in God's green hell that Mads is going to be able to catch up. I'm expecting, you know, 2-minute flats at the very least here from Nightwolf, even on a safe run. So here comes the first trick that I'm expecting to see. Ooh. And he misses the shot. You can shoot the shot from the box there and just dodge onto the bouncer and go straight up. Missing the shot there, but you know, it's a safe trick to try. And Mads also showing us some little hacks that you can do there as well. But yeah, Nightwolf already probably 5-6 seconds lead, and he's going to be maintaining that all because of that 1 death from Mads early on in the map.
And Micah responding to your comment about Spies, by the way, supA, and saying that even Spies in his day is not playing anywhere near the standard that we're seeing from Nightwolf right now. This guy, you know, he's just got to get this map over the line, but then, goodness me, what a showing from this guy right now. And I was talking to Chex actually about that laser shot shortcut and whether or not it was possible. Chex did confirm it for me, but we have not seen a player try to do it so far in this cup.
Yeah, no, that's definitely new. I didn't know about it until last game. I mean, we shared a lot of runs. We shared a lot of info, but we also kept things to ourselves. With the 201 there from Fear 5, getting his first cap in. Mads not too far behind, but still quite a gap to try and recover, which, unless we see a death from Nightwolf, we're not going to see. But yeah, like you said, Nin, we all had things that we were saving up our sleeves. If we found something, we were keeping quiet. The more standard stuff we would share to each other. Some things got leaked, some things didn't. But this has always been the story of BT. You know, when people were rushing in 2008 on IFA games, you weren't allowed to spec. You know,
Hmm.
BT and Matt's taking another death there. That's huge. Even more lead for Nightwolf here. Yeah, like I was saying, in the Russian community, we never shared runs. Runs were always like this secret thing. You find something, and maybe your close group of friends know about it, but that's basically it. And as a result, you know, this is the same thing that we saw in the Cup. We're friends. We didn't know about everything that we all knew about, and I think this is going to open up the door for rushing in the future. A lot of tricks found during this Cup, and who knows how much we can break maps even further in the future.
Yeah, Nightwolf going for a safe strat at the moment. He's not attempting to do that shortcut again. He knows he's got a significant lead now on Mads here. And yeah, I think supA, it just goes to show as well, you know, with players like hiding shortcuts until the grand finals. I think we saw something similar from, if I'm not mistaken, the Polish clan DB in a Team Cup final once, where they saved a shortcut on decay collapse to shock their opponents into a very quick victory with boosting techniques. But you know, when you're at that level where you're saving your best tricks to the very final, you know, that shows that you have the confidence to get to the final just on your normal gameplay and then surprise at the end, and it just shows you the level that these guys are playing at. It's incredible.
I mean, yeah, and Nightwolf played some really huge opponents coming to this match. You know, his game against Rockstar, he could have used it there, shown the world what he knows, but instead, no, he's kept it as a secret. He didn't even show it against me. He saw me die, he knew he didn't have to use it, and he didn't use it. And, you know, saving it for the grand finals is just a huge brain play. Huge respect. And here we go, Nightwolf on match point, on tournament point. He needs one more cap, and he will be the Division 1 winner, Nin. It's all come down to this one last run.
Yeah, I'm just so happy for the guy, to be honest, supA. I mean, it's so uplifting, right? Just to see someone just in their element. I've never seen him play this well in my life. Like, I've never seen him play this well in a tournament. He's just loving it. You can tell that he's loving the occasion right now, and this is what, you know, champions are all about. They bring their best at the very end when it matters, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to see. The guy, he's just unbeatable, supA.
He is. I mean, I don't think there's a single player out there that could challenge this guy today. There's nothing you can do. You're playing the final boss of BT. I'm sorry. This guy is, I mean, I don't want to sound too much like a cocksucker, but at this point, dude, what do you say? This guy, you can't beat him. He makes so little mistakes. If he does, he recovers from them. We saw him making mistakes earlier. He recovered from all of them. You know, you have to be praying to whichever 198,000 gods there are out there that something's going to happen to this guy, because right now, this performance that he's putting on is worthy of a champion. He's entering the last room here. Nightwolf, only a couple more buttons to press. He knows he's got it in the bag at this point. He makes a mistake. It doesn't matter. He's going to go back, start it again. Kind of killing the hype there. Going to be a little bit disappointed at that. Here we go. Nightwolf once again going for the button. This time making the dodge. 155 on the buttons. Looking like a 211 maybe. Maybe a tactical 211 to make me happy. Let's see how he goes in this final room. Only a double clip here. Only a triple clip. He doesn't get clipped. 3 more shots. Heading to the flag room. Nightwolf is your Division 1 champion.
Wow. Holy crap. What a performance from this guy, winning himself over €1,000 for his PC fund and Nightwolf. You know, the money doesn't matter at this point, supA. What a performance from this guy. Holy cow. I can't believe what I've seen here. Just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried for the next couple already. Who is going to be able to take this guy down? This guy has had an absolutely ridiculous tournament. You know, one tie in the whole of the tournament. He smashed me 3-0. Not even 3-0, was it? Oh, yeah, it was 3-0, sorry.
Yeah.
3-0 here. 4-0 in the finals against 2 players, myself, who was seeded 3, and Mads, who was seeded 4, just disposed of us like we're trash. That's literally how it felt playing against Nightwolf. And, you know, what a champion. Absolutely deserving of it. put up a huge performance every time it mattered. And I don't know. I'm just super happy for the guy. He deserves it. I'm hope he manages to find a graphics card somewhere on the market these days that he can fit in the €1,000 budget. But, that €1,000 is really going to kickstart it. And, this guy is playing on a school laptop. He's finishing school in the summer this year. He has to give his laptop back to the school. They're not going to let him keep it. And this €1,000 is going to buy him a PC. He's going to be able to keep playing BT, keep playing UT every other game. And it's just ridiculous. I don't know what to say, Nin. It was just a ridiculous performance, and happy to see a feared take the crown at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, look, just what more can we say? Like, just huge, huge congratulations to Nightwolf, and representing the feared community in the grand final, and he did not disappoint supA at all. You called the 4-0 victory right there. He delivered against it. You knew what his mindset was coming into that final, and yeah, the guy was just laser focused on victory. And okay, we saw a few mistakes from him on Indifferent, right? And Mads couldn't capitalize on that when he needed to. I could have given Mads some of the momentum going into that final, which he needed. But yeah, Nightwolf just latched on to that first win and then stormed ahead on the other three maps. And I, I've never seen anything like it in a grand final before, supA.
Yeah.
Like it was
I,
incredible.
I'm I mean, yeah, he went through a gauntlet in the bottom half of the bracket. Sorry, like I said, he played some really tough opponents. That I think his biggest opponent actually in this whole cup was Rockstar, who actually put him up all the way to a decider. And, for me, that was probably the grand finals. Unfortunately, we don't have a losers bracket this time around. I think we would have seen some more epic games if we did, maybe something we do in the future. But, there was not another person in this cup who could have challenged him. So, yeah, I mean, 4-0 for me was pretty reasonable. I was expecting it from him. And this was the type of performance I was expecting to see. And, even when he did make mistakes on Indifferent on the first map, the one thing that he did was recover. He didn't care. And he made the mistake, but once people start making mistakes, sometimes they can just break down mentally. And I think we even saw it a couple of times today, where someone just takes a death and it's the end of them. While Nightwolf reset himself, took it more carefully next time, learned from his mistakes, and it's the sign of a champion. Really, congratulations to him. Congratulations to Mads. I mean, huge tournament from him. Happy to see an admin in the finals. If it wasn't me, happy it was him. It would have probably seemed a little bit too rigged if it was me against Mads. So glad we could send Nightwolf in there to do the duties on behalf of Feared. I know there's a lot of people cheering right now in the Feared Discord. And yeah, congratulations to all of both Nightwolf and Mads for making it to the finals. Toughest Div 1 we've ever seen in our life. And both players got there fairly on merit. No restarts, no rematches, no nothing. It was just a straight slog. And yeah, I mean, it was a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely was supA, and just want to give that shout out again to Mads. He's come so far in this tournament yet again, making it to the finals, which it seems like he's able to do in every single BT competition that he ever attends. Like he's just such a beast in Bunnytrack. But today, he came up against, I don't know,
The beast.
just a wall of destruction. It was amazing, just amazing.
I'm gonna try get Nightwolf in here for an interview. Give me a few seconds. I think I can pull some strings here with the champion himself. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, he's gonna come. Excellent. We're gonna have Nightwolf here joining us, the champion of the cup. Let me open up this voice channel so he can get in here. Actually, I'm just gonna give him admin role at this point. He doesn't know how to use Discord anyway, so it's fine. I don't think I can give. Can you give him admin role by any chance? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, no. We're in streamers, right? So I just need to give him streamers. All good.
Mhm.
Streamer channel, please. So everyone, we are going to have none other than the grand champion, the legend himself, Nightwolf, joining us in a very few short seconds. Hopefully his volume will be all good. I'm curious to see what he has to say, Nin.
Well, he's been referred to as the robot, so who knows? But I mean, he may be as speechless as we are at this point, but uh, we'll soon find out.
Absolutely. He's having some troubles working with Discord once again, as expected from the champion. Not as good at Discord usage as his Bunnytrack abilities. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully he'll get in here shortly. Is there a way to... I think there is actually. Maybe I can send in... No. All right. Some technical difficulties late into the night here. Let me see who has permissions here. I'm going to give it to Nightwolf.
It's to be expected after an 8-hour all-nighter, or all-dayer rather. And we'll just give the guy a few minutes to recover from that incredible adrenaline and performance he's just shown to us. And he'll be here shortly. I wonder, supA, is it possible to remove delay in the middle of the stream? I don't know if it is.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll leave it on in that case. It's fine.
Actually, Nin, maybe we can just move. If you open up the Fear Discord,
Sure.
he's in a channel on his own there.
I'll see you there.
Oh, hello! Is that the legend himself?
Yeah.
Man,
I was looking at Field Discord.
you're an idiot. Luckily, you are much better at BT than you are at Discord usage. Kevin, I mean, huge congratulations.
Congratulations,
Absolutely
man.
ridiculous performance. Absolutely ridiculous performance. What are your thoughts after that?
Yeah, well, it was good. I expected a little bit more of resilience, but I'm happy with a 4-0.
To be honest, Nightwolf, I mean, I don't really know what anyone can do to be resilient against that performance. I mean, okay, Indifferent, you opened the door a little bit for Mads, and he didn't take the opportunity, but goodness me, man, I mean, the 3 other maps, it was just relentless from you. It was so good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kevin,
I think the biggest opponent here is really controlling your nerves, not so much the gameplay. And
Exactly.
I really tried my hardest to do that.
I think you showed that you managed to do that ridiculously. And Kevin, we're going to have a little chat here, mate. Awash, did you forget to tell me something by any chance?
No, I was going to use it against you actually, but you died very early on, so
Ooh.
I didn't have to show it to everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that because of my random mouse scroll death that I had, that I found out Nin replayed 100 times on the stream. I guess we'll see that later. Yeah, you didn't pull it out, and you got to save it all the way to the finals. And if I was playing against you and you shit out a 59-second run on Awash, I'm checking server logs. I'm telling Nin, log in as admin, hit the pause button, because that is ridiculous. And I mean, fair play to you. I don't know when you found that shortcut, but you kept it a secret, and true champion. I mean, when did you find out about that?
I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I was on a server with Dylan and Nico. They also knew about it, but obviously I asked them not to tell anyone, and I'm very glad they didn't. Yeah, Dylan knew that I was going to use it against either you or in the finals, so he was already looking forward to it. And I'm glad it worked out that I could have kept this secret till the very final.
I mean, I'm going to have some words with Nico and Dylan. They better disconnect from the voice channel later on, because there are going to be some harsh words going out there. But yeah, I mean, fair play to you. Absolutely ridiculous stuff. What was going through your mind on Indifferent when you took that late death just before the flag room? I mean, I'm guessing you were pretty tilted there.
Yeah, no, I was cruising. I wasn't nervous at all. And then I started messing up, and then I started messing up again very late in the map, and then the nerves started to come in again because it was 2-2. But yeah, that was just, I don't know what that was, maybe autopilot. And I'm glad that Mads did not perform very well on that map. That gave me such a big lead, otherwise he would have taken that map.
Yeah, and we saw quite a couple of early deaths from Mads, I think on almost every map, maybe not Awash, but he took a few early deaths on BioShock, which would have given you that boost of confidence. And yeah, he he didn't bring his A game today in the end, but yeah, you know, you really, just like you said, you kind of went into autopilot mode there, Nightwolf. I could tell, especially watching you on Flagrant, actually, it just looked like I was watching someone just rinsing and repeating a well-oiled routine. The way that you're approaching like those dodges, and you do like a little jump before you do the second to last room on Flagrant, before the long dodge there, and I don't know, like you've just got this really solid routine set up and ready to go, and we really saw that today. It was great.
Yes, thank you.
We have Viper in the chat saying Nightwolf sounds cute. Does anyone have his number? This has nothing to do with the money he just won. Nightwolf, I know you have a beautiful girlfriend currently in America, possibly watching this. Is there any chance for Viper to get your number after this performance? What do you think?
Well, I'm sorry to tell him, but I think it's a hard pass. I love you though, but no homo.
The first disappointment we've seen from Nightwolf this cup so far. It couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, yeah, I don't have any questions. I know you inside and out, Kevin. We're going to be partying in Amsterdam in August. We're going to meet up, and if you don't blow that €1,000 on a new PC, which I believe you're going to do, right? That hasn't changed?
Yes, have you seen my setup? I think it's necessary to upgrade.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolute shit tier setup. I think it's time to upgrade. Looking forward to being able to play some other games with you, but you know, I think in BT we can cement the fact that you are the GOAT. There is no one out there in rushing or cup play in this day and age that can compare to you. And I mean, from my side, not just as your friend, but you know, as an admin of the cups, we've put in a lot of hours into this, and you know, you delivered. And so hats off to you, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I also want to say thank you to everyone who participated, because without all these participants, it would not have been possible. On top of that, I know that it's been very stressful for the admin team. On top of their jobs, they need to schedule and God knows what. So I do really respect and I value that. So thank you to everyone.
Well, thank you, man. It's been a pleasure from my side.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. I mean, I was going to request a rematch after Area 51 when the result should have been void. But in the fairness of the team, I said, ouch. And I said, no, it's not gonna, let this guy have the win. Let him have his moment in the sun, in the glory. So yeah, it's been our pleasure. We hope that you enjoyed the cup and that was a good experience. And you know, you've never played in a cup before, Kevin. Hopefully this will entice you maybe in the future if we do have a cup to sign up once again.
Yes, I think I speak for everyone when I say that we would all love to see another cup in the future. Hopefully not 7 years from now, hopefully earlier. And yeah, I did really enjoy this cup. It was nerve-wracking at times. It took a lot of practice. But in the end, it was worth it. Even if I would have lost, it was still worth it.
We also have another question in chat. Nightwolf, what keyboard and mouse do you use?
Well, I'm on a laptop, so I don't really use a keyboard, but I use a MX518 as a mouse. Always will.
Yeah, it's probably the most overpowered part of your setup, the mouse. And you know, I'd say it's probably quite important for you with your flick dodges, you know, getting that precise stuff. But yeah, let's get you a laptop upgrade or a keyboard upgrade or at least a monitor to play on in the future.
Yes.
And maybe a microphone too. We a lot of people commenting that you have a Russian microphone. I believe you have a pair of iPhone headphones plugged into your laptop right now.
That is correct.
Yeah. Excellent. I mean, what else do you say, Nin? We have the champion here. He's playing on a shit top. He's got a pair of iPhone buds stuck in his ear, and he performs like this. I can't wait to see what happens in future cups when he has a PC.
Yeah, indeed. Well, nothing much more to say, really, just other than, you know, huge congratulations again, man. I think I don't think we've ever seen a grand final performance like that before. You know, supA called the 4-0 victory coming into this match, and I told him no, it's not going to happen. I even predicted a Mads victory, actually, Nightwolf. Sorry to report that. I thought he was going to bring his cup experience into that match, you know, but goodness me, I just you know, you proved me wrong without really sweating it. at all. So no, just congratulations again, and thank you for the notes you mentioned about holding the cup. As for one in the future, we'll have to wait and see. Probably let the dust settle a little bit after having hosted this one. Coming into the summer, let people take a break from their PCs a little bit. But yeah, maybe in the future we'll get there. We'll have to wait and see.
Awesome. And one thing to keep in mind, we still have two kind of prize pools that we have to divvy out. One of them is the predictions challenge that Big Boss has put together. I think we both donated 10 euros into this. So a 20 euro prize pool for the best predictions. And it looks like we have a three-way tie. Three-way tie between Zlabakica, first huge performance in this cup from Zlabakica in the predictions. Second place, or equal first, I guess, none other than Pal UT, the legend, the Polish legend himself, Dzień dobry. He also tied on 18 points, and also tied for that first place is me. I won.
Congratulations.
I'm splitting 20 euros three ways. I'm picking up a few cheeseburgers after the stream. That is absolutely epic. I'm going to go ahead and donate my prediction winnings to Zlabakica. Sorry, pal. Zlabakica just deserves it. So you can give my 7 euros to Zlabakica. And the other thing, the other prize pool is the highlights competition. So I know there are a lot of highlights from the cup today. So I believe Null put up a 100 euro prize pool for the best highlight. I'm not sure how we're going to facilitate that, Nin, but I think we're going to have some sort of voting, community voting. What is the highlight of the cup so far?
Yeah, for sure. I still think a strong contender, Super, is the Big Brains play against Claps in your quarterfinals match versus him. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how we do that process. I guess it should be a voting process. We'll have to get probably 10 nominations, 10, 15 nominations, I would say. Put them together in a video compilation, much like we do, top 10 goals of the season or something like that in football, and see what the community votes in.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we'll figure that out. But yeah, 7 euros coming to Pal, 14 euros coming to Zlabakica, and 1,000 euros, not too shabby, coming to Nightwolf, 420 for Mads. I think I picked up a decent chunk of change as well for my performance. Yeah, a lot of money to be transferred around, but I mean, yeah, what a cup, Nin. It's been an absolute pleasure to share this with you and host this, and even through all the drama, all the bullshit, as we would expect from an online community, we were resilient, and I think we did things really quite well. There are some things that we will change in the future. But this was a learning experience for us. We didn't expect this to blow up as much as it did, and if we do this again in the future, I'm sure it's going to be even better.
Yeah, look, for sure, Super. That there's been, I think, largely overall that I consider the cup to be a success. But for sure, there's stuff that we've done that could have been better. I mean, right now I've been streaming the same Excel spreadsheet for the last 15-20 minutes just to show how prepared that we were for this moment, coming into this interview stage and stuff like that. There's stuff that we have to iron out for sure in the future. But no, look, largely I've been really happy with how the tournament's gone. It's added probably a few grey hairs and probably taken a year off my lifespan. I think the same can be said for many of the team who have helped organise this cup and bring it together. But it's been it's been worth it. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we've just, I think, for me the money's one thing, right? But it's been the coming together of the BT community. It's been the buzz. It's been the hype. It's just been all the practices and the scrims. The whole experience has just been an amazing thing to be a part of, and it's been magical. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's been magical. I want to give a big shout out first from my side to the whole admin team: Mads, Big Boss, Nin, Puka, Mermaid, Nettles. All of you guys, you know, we've shared the load as much as we can. You know, I was kind of the face on the stream, but behind the scenes there was so much going on. Big Boss setting up all the match channels, facilitating map picks, you know, working while he was actually meant to be doing his real job. He lives in America. It was middle of the day. He was just grinding it out, helping us out. Mads as well, you know, helping out in so many aspects. Puka as well, set up 5,000 servers for us to be able to practice on. Mermaid, not too much to say there, but, you know, his company was welcome. And Nettles as well with the stream overlays, as well, working with Kleps. A huge shout out as well to Kleps, putting together all the map previews, all the overlays, the whole system behind the streams. There's just so much. Oh yeah, for helping out with his custom BT++, which we used for the whole tournament. It was flawless. There was no issues whatsoever. I could keep picking off names for hours here. So many people. It was truly a community cup. The admin team was just kind of the face behind it all. But, you know, all of you made this possible. I want to give a big shout out to all the Div 3 players who showed up for their matches, who played, all the Div 2 players who showed up, and all the Div 1 players. It's been a spectacular tournament. I think the best that BT has ever seen, and I hope that we get to relive this again someday, hopefully in the near future.
Yeah, for sure, supA. And I think that there's a couple of people I want to shout out as well. Well, generally call out. So I think, you know, firstly, we mentioned it a few times, but need to call out the whole community here. Like, generally, you know, we started this cup thinking we'd have, what, about 20, 30 participants, and would fit that into the space of one single day tournament per division. But clearly it turned out a bit differently. The unbelievable amount of support and momentum displayed by everyone was frankly overwhelming. Within the space of a couple of days of opening the Discord, we had, what, about 50 or 60 people join, 500 euros worth of donation train. My PayPal account has never seen so much spam since its inception, and you know, we've just had such an unbelievable hype and buzz in the channel. It's been super uplifting to see everyone come together at that time, and of course, you know, the energy's just continued. The fact now that we're at, what, I think overall circa 2,000 euros, with over, I think, Nightwolf, congratulations again, but receiving 900 to possibly 1,000 euros as a Div 1 winner. We still need to do those final calculations, but it's just been absolutely insane. And, you know, like I mentioned, whilst the donations have helped create that buzz, it's really been everyone's activity, enthusiasm and contributions to this cup that's made it what it is. And it's just been an amazing, you know, thing to be a part of. So everyone's helped, you know, to bring this together and make it happen. So thank you. And a couple of other things as well, supA. I think something that you and Kleps have done, especially in the map preview section for the playoffs, is, you know, you've given huge credit and shout outs to all the map creators. You know, the maps are fundamental. They're basically works of art, right? And we should consider ourselves very lucky to have such a plethora of diverse and interesting maps to challenge ourselves on. So you know, I think in previous cups we haven't paid tribute to these creators like we could have done, and I'm really glad that we've done that in this cup. So just want to mention some of the names, all of the names at least, of the map creators who have actually had their maps included in this cup. So here we go. We got Knight, Splashy, Logic, K-Rule, Null, the man himself, JT Wizzy, Nav, Jomax, Koshian, Klepto, Novice Bunny, Blitzy, Safester, Kaplan, Zeus, Loaded, Anarchist, Whitey, Corruption, 3D Max, Vimper, Rule, Zanks, Drazik, Nix, and Drunklove. Like, what a ridiculous list of names there I've just listed out, but all of these mappers have been responsible for the maps that you've played in this competition across Division 3, 2 and 1. There's a load of mappers that I haven't mentioned, of course, whose maps didn't feature in this competition. It would take me too long to reel off all those names, but these are the people that made BT possible for us all to enjoy. So big thanks and shout outs to them as well.
Yeah, and on top of that, also a big thanks to all the mappers who came back just to make fixes for this cup. You know, we had some issues with some maps, and, you know, the mappers came back and were happy to edit their maps to make it more tournament friendly, to make it less RNG. And one thing that we should highlight is this was like a community decision. The admins picked, I think, what was it, 5 core maps, and the other 12 for each division were voted on by, you know, the players, the community. And I think one huge testament to this And I think Nightwolf will agree with this, is the fact that he hates every map in BT. 99% of maps he shits on, he hates them all. And he even said to me, and confirm if I'm wrong here, Nightwolf, but even you said this was an outstanding map pack that we had, at least for Division 1 and I think for all divisions.
Yes, usually I don't like cup maps very much, but I was very happy with the map list that was built, you could say.
Yeah, I mean, it was a community vote, what the community wanted. And, on some maps, there were little bits and pieces that were, not so cup friendly. And we were able to make those changes. We removed a pawn room to protect the integrity of the Twitch streamers on Behind Sunrise. Just a lot going on. So, I don't know. There's just so many people to thank. And huge shout out to all the mappers. Awesome maps, awesome cup. Just an awesome experience all around.
So, something else I want to shout out as well is, the maps are one thing, they're the fundamental block of this, but it's also, you mentioned it briefly, supA, but the servers as well. We wouldn't be able to play these maps without the servers, and it can't be understated, that the service that various BT communities do today that keep BT public servers going and keep this amazing game of ours thriving. So, two that instantly spring to mind are, of course, Pern and his team of i4 Games, and Dizzy, Gem and Sapphire for everything they do on BTnet servers. I think there's also like Sam House servers, and like in the US, and I think even though hosts his own public server. But I think everyone involved in BT owes the various communities out there massive thanks for their good work and keeping these servers up and running. And also, there's the people that have been providing the servers for this cup, supA, yourself, basically pastoring Puka's setup and then throwing it onto ridiculous hardware that we've used for all the official cup games. It's been incredible. Puka himself, just shitting out a ton of servers and even providing some 451 servers for people to practice on. It's just been crazy dedication from everyone, and I think even Dixie and No pumped out a few servers and offered them for people to practice on. The server stuff's been amazing as well.
Yeah, and one thing I'm going to note, we are planning the next step in the BT Cup Discord. Don't leave it just yet. We are planning on setting up a BT network, rushing network, like cup ladders. Maybe if it's not another cup for a little bit, we want to get some sort of, ladders going. I'm looking to take over the BT world, have rush servers all around the world in different locations, all synced up to the same database. Running on top tier hardware, so lots to look forward to. Don't leave the Discord just yet. And I guess while we're at it as well, one more shout out I want to give is for all the streamers. There were so many people that chipped in to stream. I don't want to even start listing names because so many people involved in that. Putting in 10-hour shifts, 9-hour shifts, coming in when they should be playing, or like on days that they're playing, to cover matches, to make sure that we have every single game covered. And that is one thing we can be very proud of. We had, I don't know how many matches in each division, like 70, 80 matches in each division, and every single one of them was streamed live on Twitch, and every single VOD will be available, and this will just go down in history. So huge shout out to every single streamer.
Yeah, and I do want to mention the name supA. I mean, I made I listed them a bit earlier in an announcement, but these guys, they do deserve a shout out, especially for how we managed to balance Div 1. I don't really know how we did that, but here we go. iSpies, Rule, Mads, Timo, Christ, Mike, Dusick, Corny, Wader, Chex, Naru, Banny, Skarn, Heartlux, Mermaid, supA, yourself of course, and Nico I think even dropped in to do a match or so, and of course Big Boss as well. Big Boss jumped in to do the round of 16 yesterday, and apologies if I've missed a name there, but like you said, supA, there's been so many, and they really
I think you missed yourself.
Oh, and okay, myself, yeah. I guess I
Yep.
put in a bit of a shift every now and then. So.
You broke into your own house today in order to be able to get the stream going. I mean, that's dedication. There was a little bit of hesitance 10 minutes before when there was no stream, no streamer.
Yeah.
But you pulled it out. You broke through. Security system in your place leaves a lot to be desired, but you made the commitment for us. So yeah, big thank you to you as well, Nin. I mean, you've put in so many hours for this cup. Trying to be as fair as possible, being that final leader, that final decision maker. And while some people were salty and tilted and cried about it, I think 99% of the community will say it was an amazing cup, amazing experience. So just a huge shout out to yourself, Nin, for everything you've done for this cup and for BT in general. I mean, look at the game now. We had 140 viewers on Twitch for the grand finals, just absolute ridiculous numbers. And this is all your baby, Nin, so you can be very proud.
No, thanks, supA. It means a lot, but you've given shout outs to a lot of guys in the admin team already, but ultimately I've delegated, right? This has been the work of the whole team, basically bringing this together. Not just the team, but it's the whole community as well. You guys have just you've come together, you've put in so much work as well. I've been astounded at just the amount of dedication, from yourself, Boss, Mads, Nettles coming into this as well. Puka, even Mermaid, very occasionally had his moments.
Accidentally,
to shine.
yeah.
We can give that to him. But no, you guys have just been absolutely incredible, just rocks to lean on this whole time, and couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you so much for giving it your all, and making this possible.
Absolutely. I think that's BT Cup21. And then I have nothing more to say. I'm sure that we could thank people all night, but I think everyone needs a deep breath after that. We need to go do some money dividing, it sounds like.
Yeah, and talking of money dividing, there's just one more list of names I do want to read out, and this is the final thing for me, I promise. I know the stream's going on quite a while now, but it is the list of donators as well. It's just been we've never had a cup like this, as far as I know, in the whole of Unreal Tournament 99, let alone Bunnytrack, in the whole history of the game. We've exceeded 2,000 euros of donations, and I'm just astounded. I think it's even hit possibly 2,000, almost 2,500 supA even.
Yep.
So just unbelievable stuff. So gonna shout out these names: supA, Timo, Chex, Null, especially Null, by the way. I mean, Null and Timo, the amounts that we've seen from those guys has been just ridiculous. Lots of Dogecoin, I'm sure, going into that. Mike, Nanny, Dixie, Kleps, Nick / Big Boss, oh yeah, Lexius, some dude with 80 euros, Ransom, Rule, Bunny, Heartlux, Naru, Lexius, and SpongeBob. There may be a couple of other names that snuck into just Div 3. I think Skip as well put in a bit for Div 3. Zinc as well put in some money. So just again, the donations have been the trigger for all the hype and the buzz that we've experienced in this cup, and then of course the community's carried it from there. So big thanks to all you guys as well.
Yeah, huge thanks to everyone who donated. The cup would have been a cup as well without the donations, without a prize pool. But players like Nightwolf, our champion, players like Mads, Kleps, all these guys, Rockstar, all the people that made it deep into this tournament. I don't think they would have played as much or cared as much if there wasn't something to play for. And when we have a prize pool of this size, it really brought this community a light, brought a lot of buzz for Bunnytrack, Unreal Tournament 99 in general. So huge shout out to everyone who had the disposable cash to be able to hype up this event. All of those names you listed. Big thank you to everyone.
Yeah, plus Tommy. I forgot to mention Tommy's name as well. I just saw him on a Div 3 list. But yeah, shout outs to you as well. But yeah, supA, you're right. The donations has made the platform. it was the first stepping stone for getting this cup to what it was, and you put in the first 100, you know, to kickstart that ridiculous donation train that we saw on day one, and it just carried on from there. So yeah, you got it spot on, man. And
yeah, I didn't expect that when I put in the first 100. I just wanted something to play for, at least like 10 euros for someone to you know, train extra hard. And the community just blew up and just went mental. So yeah, just huge shout out to everyone.
Cool. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there, everyone. That was BT Cup 21, and you know, do stay tuned. You know, stay in a Discord. If you can afford to add another Discord to your list of servers, you know, I think it doesn't amount to anywhere near the number of channels that we've had floating around the Discord, that's for sure. But, you know, I think we're going to take a bit of a break, at least for the next couple of months. We need to, you know, let everyone take a break from UT, Bunnytrack, get summer through, enjoy hopefully a COVID-free period for the next couple of months at least. And then, yeah, just, you know, check the announcements on this Discord server, and maybe in the future we'll think about bringing perhaps a 2v2 tournament, or you know, something like that, or maybe another 1v1. I think we've had a couple of other ideas brought about by different people in the community as well for how we could spice things up a little bit. So yeah, you know, lots of ideas. I think you know, some new platforms to host the cup from, some new implementations, some efficiencies and stuff like that. A hell of a lot less channels, I can promise you, in the future as well. You know, I don't think anyone wants to see 100 channels floating around a server anymore. So but yeah, stay tuned everyone, and yeah, I can't believe we got to this moment, but we're at the end of the cup. So thanks everyone again, and we'll see you next time. Thanks supA for joining me, and congratulations again, Nightwolf, our Div 1 champion. Well done.
Thank you, and thank you everyone who made this happen. It certainly doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah, thanks Nin, and have a good night everyone. Speak to you soon.
Cheers, take care guys, bye.
But